Hello again. This is Les Goldstein, President of Personal Financial Strategies Incorporated, coming to you with a special edition video update on Britain's recent vote to leave the European Union. Now that some time has passed, we felt that this was a good time to reach out and share a larger, more calm perspective. Economic and political circumstances have changed dramatically since the 1990s, and British citizens demanded a new national referendum on European Union membership. The issues at stake were complex. It involved British sovereignty, trade, regulations, as well as immigration policy. Ultimately, the vote was all about this. Did Britain see a future within the EU, or did it want out? As we saw, British citizens voted out. Now, let's talk about the impact the Brexit had on markets. The vote to leave surprised investors around the world who reacted by significant selling. This resulted in a not unexpected outcome because markets hate surprises, and over a 2-day period, the U.S. markets fell about 7%. Of course, we had an almost immediate recovery. Though the past doesn't predict the future, we can look at other similar events as a guide. During the crisis around the Japanese earthquake in 2011 and the European debt crisis in 2012, stock markets worldwide experienced double-digit losses and then recovered within 3 or 4 months. Now, while political events like this rarely have a long-term effect on markets, we should also keep in mind that 2016 has brought different challenges to us, geopolitical challenges, and the headwinds continue to get stronger. So, we should expect a lot of volatility going forward and a lot of headline risk. Headline risk is what we like to call it when markets overreact to media coverage of events. This can also be called the Chicken Little syndrome, where the sky seems to be falling, but it probably really is not. No one knows what the breakup of the EU would look like, but it is bound to be a negative factor in worldwide economic growth. It has to result in some kind of slowdown. I would also like to point out that many economists are a bit more upbeat than I am. They believe that the most apocalyptic scenarios are unlikely to play out. Since Britain and Europe need each other, future negotiations are likely to be fair to both sides. European leaders are also a lot more likely to make needed reforms to keep their citizens happy and avoid Britain's fate. They need to keep the Union together. Now, having reviewed what's happened worldwide, how will Brexit affect the U.S. economy? That might be a little easier to tell. Depends upon, in general, what a corporation's relationship is with the EU and England and how their revenues are tied. For example, companies that do a lot of multinational business may be significantly impacted. However, in a more macro scale, Britain does about 0.3% of business with the U.S. as measured by our gross domestic product. So British problems with trade won't necessarily affect us. We don't foresee any structural changes to the U.S. economy as a result of Brexit. As I mentioned before, multinational companies that do a lot of business with the UK will be impacted, and this could impact their individual corporate earnings. The dollar is often viewed as a safe haven in times of international turmoil, which is pushing the dollar's value up versus other currencies. A stronger dollar may weaken demand for U.S. exports, which may continue to drag down economic prosperity here in the U.S. So stay tuned to see what's next. We think a major factor will be whether the market turmoil is enough to have a negative impact on businesses and consumer confidence. If so, we could see continuing deterioration in the U.S. economy, which will then, of course, impact our investments. Britain's vote will likely affect all of us, at least over the short term. Now, let's talk a moment about what's happening here at home and at PFS. First of all, the best advice that we can give you is look at your own personal financial plans. If there's something significant that's changed that causes you to need to make a difference in your own portfolio, call us at the office. We can be reached at 847-268-3670. Because really what matters is you in your own particular situation, whether you're planning on retiring in the near term or your cash flow needs have changed, reach out to us. In the world of upcoming economic and social events here at PFS, please note the following dates. September 8th, we will be having a crafts and collectibles workshop. That's September 8th, I think it's a Thursday night, here at the office. As always, PFS Ambassador Club members have the first right to come join us. You'll be getting information on that shortly by email and snail mail. That's September 8th. We are delighted to announce that we will begin teaching our classes again, which are free of charge to our clients and their guests. Those classes will take place in September and October at Oakton College and Harper College. Again, September and October are 3-week financial planning classes. Oakton College and Harper College, we will be informing you of those. And last but certainly not least, October 27, again a Thursday, is our casino night fundraiser. This will be a great night. We have a wonderful cause, wonderful people to help. We look forward to having you join us October 27th at our casino night fundraiser. As always, details to follow by regular mail and email. Thank you very much. And now for our required disclosure at the end of this educational video. Any advice shared with you here is not for the solicitation or purchase of any investment security. Please consult with us prior to making any individual investment decision. While the information shared herein is believed to be accurate and reliable, information and facts are subject to change as situations change. Please do not make your economic investment decisions based upon this video alone. Call us at the office. We can be reached at 847-268-3670. That's 847-268-3670. Les Goldstein signing off for the month of July 2016. Go Cubs and Sox.